Hi guys, so today I am building this AI agent. It will take booking details, save it on a spreadsheet, and then give you a response if you are booking. So everything will be automated, so you don't need human interference. Everything that we build on the back end, I'll be showing you today how to do it with no code. You don't need to know how to code. You don't need to know any what are the coding tools. You don't need to know any Python. You don't need to know any JSON and everything. So I'll be showing you how to build this AI agent. So basically just connect your ElevenLabs, which is a voice agent, to our n8n so that it will be automated. So whenever a patient calls to reserve a booking in this establishment or in this practice that we'll be building, so what's going to happen is that these two tools will communicate without the interference of a human being. So what's going to happen is that they will communicate, and then when they're done communicating, there's only one thing you can do as a person. It's just to check who's coming, when, at what time, and then you prepare for that. So this thing, in fact, this automation is very good for people who are like, let's say maybe people are owning like your salons, your dental clinics, spas, and everything. So just stick around, and then let's get into it. Okay, so this is my screen. As you can see here, this is my n8n. If you're not familiar with n8n, I'll be doing like a lot of videos. I'll be showing you the nodes, different kinds of nodes. You see here we have different kind of triggers. If you go down, you see like yeah, but what I'm going to do now, this is our n8n, and we want to build this workflow called AI voice agent. So let me just rename my workflow. So I'll just say because we'll be building a dental AI agent, voice AI agent. So I'll say dental, I'll say just dental agent 1. Okay. All right, so our workflow project is created. So this is where we're going to be building and doing everything. And then I'll be connecting your ElevenLabs here. So ElevenLabs will ElevenLabs.io. So ElevenLabs will be, so you just go ElevenLabs.io. So you'll see the screen here. So this is a voice AI platform, as you can see. So let me just log in because I already have login details. And then you log in. But if you don't have what you call this thing, if you don't have an account, you just sign up, and then you like verify your email, like follow all the steps. It's very simple. And then when we're here, you will see this. Don't mind this because I've been using ElevenLabs for like quite a while. And then you go to agents. And then you create an agent. So what's going to happen here, you'll choose if it's personal assistant or business agent. So we'll choose business because we are building healthcare and medical here, which is a dental AI agent. Okay, so go here, and then is it a support, on-bound sales, scheduling, as you can see, lead qualification, no. I'll just choose, let me just choose other and see. Okay, so if it says other, you have to, okay, let me just choose support or scheduling. Let me just choose scheduling. Yeah, okay, let me just choose scheduling. Okay, this is not really like important because you can always change your AI agent and the name and what it's going to do and all that. But for us to go inside the platform, we need to fill in all those details that are showing here. So customer reservation agent Jokos, okay, don't mind this. So the agent name, let me just say it's Stacy. Let me just say Stacy. I don't know why I like Stacy, the name Stacy. Stacy Dental Clinic. So this will be our name, and then the website you can leave it like this. Main goal, you can leave it like this, and then you create your agent. And also please make sure that you don't use when you are okay, let me show you this. So when you've signed up and everything is like completed here on this platform, make sure that you go to billing, and then where is this thing, billing, or maybe go to let me just go to subscriptions, and then you subscribe. I would recommend also this one, not this one, Creator. I'm using Creator, which is $22 per month. So you can use this one to test like your AI agents and everything. So this one, it's for you to upgrade and everything. So make sure that you choose this $22 per month. So you just paid once, and then after that you can just build your agents and do whatever you want to do. Because our AI, we won't be like doing all these things that are here in this platform. We just want voices only. So that is why I suggest that you choose this plan. As you can see here, it says current plan. Okay, so let's go back to agents. So if you here, I created this agent, I choose this agent. Okay, so you can see here, this is the name of my agent, which is Stacy Dental Clinic Public. Yeah, and then this is where we're going to be spending most of our time. I'll just explain. So agent language, obviously it's English, and then additional language, just leave it blank. First message, so this is what the agent will say when they're taking your call. So what I'm going to do here, I will say, I'll just say hi, my name. Okay, I'll just say hi, Stacy speaking. No, it can't be Stacy because Stacy is the owner of a dental clinic. So let me just say James. Let me just say James speaking. James speaking. How can I help you today? Okay, so this is what the agent will say when you're calling the agent. Okay, let me just see if they're going to respond to this thingy, to this first message. Let me just say test agent here, and then we call. Don't know why it's taking so long. Hi. Okay, I don't know what's happening here, but let's just continue. Okay, just leave this, we'll come back here, but let's just sort everything out now. So additional language, that you don't add anything here. Disable interruption during. Okay, so you just don't tick this this box, because this will allow your agent, this will allow the customer or whoever that is on the call with the agent to be able to disturb the agent, or maybe to say something. If in fact, let's say someone says something and then the agent is still explaining, like maybe giving you information about the menu or about the services of that establishment or that clinic. So if you as a customer, you continue speaking while the agent is explaining. If you disable this, what's going to happen is it will continue, but if you just leave it like this, whenever you speak, it will just keep quiet. So you just leave it blank like this. And then here, this is a system prompt. So we use a lot of system prompts on n8n. So it's similar to that. You just go to ChatGPT. When you're there, what you do is you just write a prompt. So you just explain like what your agent will be doing, how you want your agent to be, like what details you wanna get from that customer. So you just write in fact a prompt of whatever you want the agent to do based on whatever job that agent will be focusing on. So let me just so according to this ElevenLabs, so we need to follow this here. As you can see, this prompt was created by AI. It's AI generated. So personality, as you can see, this agent must have a certain personality, and the environment, as you can see here, there must be a tone, and then the goal. What is your goal? And then you check the availability, confirm appointments, you record appointments. So here, guardrails. So you make sure that the agent does not provide medical advice, and you do not ask for sensitive personal information, because this agent is not a human being and it's not also a doctor, so they cannot offer medical advices. So you must make sure that even if someone just says something out of this conversation, make sure you need to make sure that the agent like sticks to whatever prompt that you've prompted, And then we go down. Okay, for this, let me just delete everything here. I'll delete everything and put my things. But here you can always add whatever prompt you wanna add. It can be like 2 lines, 3 lines, it doesn't matter. But that's how they prefer it to be in this platform. Okay, as you can see here, so I created this prompts. I went to ChatGPT, created the prompts and everything. So this is the prompt. I named this dental clinic as my line. So what I'm gonna do is I'll just copy this. I'll copy, and then I will paste it here. Okay, I've connected my mic here, so you won't hear anything. I think that is why we didn't hear a thingy, that call that I was trying to make at that time. So this is my prompt, as you can see. And then we have dynamic variables. You just leave it like this. So LLM, this is large language model. So they recommend GLM 4.5a. I don't know which large language model is this one, but I know there's Flash, this one, this is the fastest, and then this is Light, and then we have Gemini Flash as well, and then we have your OpenAI, which is ChatGPT and all that, and then we have Claude. This one is good for AI agent. They're very good for AI agent. But for now, I would like us to let's take ChatGPT 4. We'll choose this ChatGPT 4 because it's also good for AI agent as well, and also reasoning and all that. And then we come here. Temperature, you just leave it like this. Temperature, just leave it as it is. And then limit token usage. As you can see here, you just leave it at 1. Just leave it at -1. You just leave it as -1 as well. So this is basically like the costs. And then agent knowledge. So here with your agent knowledge, what happens is you can add documents here. If you have a website, let's say maybe you're creating an agent for for a restaurant. So what's going to happen is, if you have a website, your website will be created. So if you have a website, okay, let me just show you. So it's okay for my thingy. So I had like frequently asked questions. This is the document that I added like previously when I was building the other agent. So you can see you can add URL for your website. You can add a file, which can be maybe like a document, a whole document about the business, how they operate, maybe mission of that business, vision, and all those information, like all that information, in fact, that you want people to know about the business, because you need to feed your AI with information, especially about your business, as much as you can, so that they'll be able to answer like questions that are related to your business. So here you can always also create text if you want to write something. Maybe let's say you are a restaurant and then you want to write your menu. So you just say steak, 300 grams, 250 rands, and then you can just basically write anything. And then here, if you want to add URL, you can see for your website. So this agent will go to your website, it will scrape your website and take all the information in that website, so that when the caller calls, it will be able to answer, in fact respond to whatever questions related to that kind of business. And then we have, if you want to add file, you can add file here from your desktop or from your Google Drive. And then if you want to add text, like I told you that you can always add, okay, so maybe I'll say frequently asked questions, like I said, you see, and then you write maybe what time guys what time do you guys open, are you open on weekends, operating hours and all that. Okay, so I'll leave this. And then we're going down here. So here there are tools. You just leave this for now. So if you notice, the only things we added in this here was the first message. That is what the AI agent will say when they are taking the call or receiving your call. Number 2, it was the prompt message. Everything else we were just skipping. But as you continue like building, you'll get used to like a lot of things that are here in this platform. So you just skip this, and we have custom tools. So with custom tools, this is the most important part, because we need to add custom tools here. So there is a webhook. Okay, before I go there, this is your custom tool. So you can add the custom tool, can be a webhook or a client tool, but this is where we're going to focus, because we want to connect with n8n. We want ElevenLabs to connect with n8n, so we need a webhook. So webhook is like a door, and ElevenLabs is like a visitor. So what's going to happen, and n8n is like the main source. So what's going to happen is ElevenLabs will come and knock on the door, which is the webhook, and the webhook will allow the visitor to get inside and do whatever they want to do, and then they will go out with a message back to ElevenLabs. So that what happens when you are doing like a call with the AI agent. So what's going to happen is that ElevenLab will be like, so that time where I will say, hi, speaking to Precious, how can I, it will say, hi, speaking to maybe James or Mike's, how can I help? So that like happened within a split of a second. So it's that is why they recommend Flash, because Flash is very fast. Okay, so we'll add the tool. We will come back to this. So you just leave this. So this, like, you also leave all this, because we're still doing basics. And then there's also a workflow. Here, this is the workflow, as you can see, but you don't need this because it's just new. This is like a copy of n8n, where you create a workflow for this AI agent, but we will be using n8n because there's a lot of things that are there that are not here in this platform. So this, we just one voice AI agent, and then here's the voice. So here you select a voice that you want to use for this AI agent, I created this one, so it was African woman, because I wanted to hear the sound. How does it sound? This person sounded more like a Nigerian. Okay, Nigerian or Ghanaian or whatever. But the accent, and then you can choose the voice here, because I cannot hear the voices in fact of those agents for now, because I connected my what is this, my mic. I'll just choose Hira, Liam, Ellis, Will, Jessica. I'll just choose Eric. I'll just take a bet with Eric. Let me just choose
Gratitude is
Eric.
riches, complaint is poverty.
Okay, I'll choose Eric. And then we save changes. And then we have analysis. You don't need analysis for now. You collect data and all that. Test, this is new. Security, you can leave this for now. And then advanced here, as you can hear, like it's maximum number of seconds since the user last spoke. Okay, and then eagerness, it's just normal. And then here, maximum conversation, let's change this to 300, because now you don't want to waste your time and your credits talking to this stranger or this customer. And then chair the user input audio. Okay, recommended, this is 16k, which is 16,000 hits, which is recommended. I will leave this here. So the higher you go, the more it will cost you, so you need also to calculate. And then client events, as you can see, this privacy, blah blah blah. Okay, you just leave everything as it is, and then you go to widgets. So this is this code snippets that can be attached to your website if you have a website, and then this is how it's going to show. And then if you want to start a call, you can start a call here. Copy this, you paste it on your website, so that your AI agent will be able to respond to leads. In fact, we'll be able to take leads from the websites when we when we are live. Sorry. And then feedback interface, you leave this. Appearance, okay, you leave this. So I think customize widgets, so you just leave it like this here. You can always come and change this. It's bottom right placement, yeah. And then avatar, you can change the color of the avatar. This is the avatar, the color, you can always change it. Maybe if you want to make it black, and then blue. And then secondary colors, you can see this is blue and light blue. And then the theme, you can see it's white, and then base hover, like it's here, it's just, we just basically changing the colors, or you're just playing around with this here. Okay, and then yeah, just also ignore this part, and then you click save. Okay, so I want us to go back to our agent, because I told you that this is where we'll spend most of our time. And then now let's go to your n8n. So here you just press this, and then you search for webhook. So we want webhook trigger for now. We'll also use this webhook respond to webhook. So this will be a trigger. So this will listen, and it will be waiting for the trigger from your ElevenLabs. So it will respond, and then this response to webhook, what's going to happen is when everything like that was triggered here is finished, so this will respond back. It will send the message back. You remember I said this is like a door, so the ElevenLabs will come and knock, and then this will open for the URL to come inside and do whatever, or deliver whatever information, and then it will use this one to deliver the message back. So these are both messengers, if I can put it like that. And then we select this webhook, and this is the test URL. Make sure that you don't put under production URL because we're still testing. So just use this test URL, and then this is the URL that you copy and paste it. And tools on the other side, the ElevenLabs, because this is really long, because our AI agent deals with the reservations. Let me just change this path to reservations. Okay, reservation. Authentication will be none, and then the HTTP method will be post, because you are posting. So you post here, and then respond. Change this. Make sure that you change this using respond to webhook, because this is how your webhook is going to respond to your ElevenLabs. So from your messenger, which is the webhook trigger, you're going to use respond to webhook to respond back to whatever platform you want to respond to. So that's how webhooks works. So you just select this, and then you just go back. Okay, so this is your webhook, and then you go back to ElevenLabs. You do this. Hi, can I show you up? Okay, I don't know what happened here, but let us change this, because you remember I changed this to Stacy. What. Okay, let me change this again. I said hi. Hi, you're speaking to James. You're speaking to James. How can I help you? Okay, and then we click save. Okay, so we're saving here. So now just go down. This is under agent, right? So you go down here. You want tools. So custom tools. You add, click add, and then go to add webhook. Okay, so the name would be, I would say, the name of this webhook, let me just say dental. Okay, let me just say reservation. Okay, description. What this webhook is gonna do. Okay, so I'll just say use this tool to secure reservations from reservation from clients. Okay, so here you're basically telling what the agent will do with this tool. So here you change from get to post, because you will be posting. You don't want information, but you're sending information. And then this URL here, you go back here to your dental agent, the agent that you're creating, double click on this URL, and then you copy this. You see, you copy this test URL, you go back to your ElevenLabs, and then you paste. Okay, so you leave it like this, and then you go down, execution. So this webhook will not work until you add your body parameters. All these are compulsory for you to add. So what you're gonna do here, you describe all the body parameters, what they're doing, what's gonna happen. So you can say maybe use this tool to do blah 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 blah, you know. Okay, okay, so here on this description, we can say use this tool to ask the client about booking details, but their booking details, which are name, full name, okay. I created this sheet here: full name, contact number, preferred date and time. Okay, full name, contact number. Okay, let me just say dates and time. I think it's and the reason for the visits. Date and time and their reason for the visits. Okay, so okay, use this tool to ask the clients about booking details, which are a full name, contact number, date and time, and the reason for the visit. Okay, so those are your properties. So we'll say here it will be name. Let me just say full name. So with this platform here, I don't know how to explain this, but it allows like certain characters. It's very picky, so you cannot use spaces. Instead of using spaces, you can just put this like this, just full name, or maybe let's just say name and see what's going to happen. So a name is a string, so this boolean, it means that like it's true or false. Whatever you're saying is a true or false. And then integer, your integers is your, that's integers and numbers. And then number also, as you can see. So a string is like it's a word, in fact, like when it comes to this language. So they're saying string is a word. And then we also have an array. So it's a array is like I'm not good with the language, but I know that an array is like a list, or it's like let's say it's your name, your gender, your surname, and everything. So it's like it's like a bulk of information about like a certain thing. It can be a person, it can be a car, it can be whatever, but it's not like your name and then my name, Precious, and then maybe like a string, another string, it's surname, and then you say your surname, so that's how arrays are. And then you say here this is required. So what we're doing here, you see, we want the name, so we're just going to use all those properties. And then now contact number, date and time, reason for the visit. Okay, so let me go back. So description, I will say use this tool to get use this tool to get the name of the client or customer. Okay, so you can skip this because we don't only want the name. So you say add property, and then here identifier, we said it's the name, and now we will say it's the contact number. Okay, here we can say this will be used to get the client's number. Okay, and then we said it's the date, it's the name, contact number, so we say time. So time will be time cannot be a number, it can be a string. Okay, so time, we leave it time here. Identifier, contact number, so we need to change this to a number because it's a number, it cannot be a string, so I change this to number. And then you go down, contact number, Heibo, to get okay, and then we have time to get time for the reservation. Okay, so and then dates, date, this will be used to get the reservation reservation dates. And then the last one will be reason. Okay, I'll just say it's also a tool. Okay, let me just say I'll just say reason. Reason for visits, and then this will be used to identify or ask the client for this will be used to identify or ask the client for the visits. Okay, how can I put this? Will be used to identify, ask the client okay. And then so let's say add the tool. So if you were able to add everything here, it will be added, but if there's something that you missed, it won't be added. So what's going to happen is it will give you an error. So just say save, and then you just say save, and you go back to your ElevenLabs. So now you need to test if all this information was captured correctly. So I'm going to remove my mic now, and then the sound will change, but I want you to hear if everything was captured correctly on this AI agent. So let's go back. So this is the webhook, and then okay, so now we need to test. Okay, let me just first test.
Hi, you are speaking to James. How can I help you?
Hi James, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. How can I assist you today?
I need to make a booking. I need to make an appointment. In fact, I need to see the doctor.
Of course. Could you please provide me with your full name, contact number, preferred date, and time for the appointment, and the reason for your visit?
Okay, that is a lot, but my name is Precious. Cell phone number is 123456789, and I have wisdom tooth that I need to take out. It's very painful. That's my reason for visits. And you also said what do you want? What else do you want?
Thank you, Precious. I have your name and contact number. Could you please let me know your preferred date and time for the appointment? Since you're experiencing pain, I recommend scheduling it as soon as possible.
Okay, make it Sunday, 7
I'm
o'clock in the
sorry, but
morning.
we are closed. I apologize, but we are closed on Sundays. Our operating hours are Monday to Friday from 8 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon, and Saturday from 9 in the morning to 1 in the afternoon. Could you please choose another day and time within these hours?
Okay, make it Tuesday, 7 o'clock.
Great. What time on Tuesday? We open at 8 in the morning on Tuesday. Would you like to schedule your appointment for 8 o'clock instead?
Yeah, 8 o'clock is fine.
Great. I've scheduled your appointment for Tuesday at 8 in the morning. If you have any other questions or need further assistance, feel free to let me know.
Okay. Okay, as you saw in your head that this AI agent is working, the name is James. Yeah, like everything we prompted and everything is just like there. So what's gonna happen now is we need to connect this AI agent to your n8n. So we are done with this AI agent now. So we need to go back to n8n so that it will be able to add details on this spreadsheet. Okay, so first of all, you need to go to Google Sheets, and then you create this spreadsheet, and then you add full name, contact number, preferred dates, and reason for visits. So you can just do that, and then you save, and then you go back to this n8n. And then now we are adding your Google Sheets. So let's go to Google Sheets, and then the option you're going to choose here will be append. Append means to like change, I think. And then you choose this because we'll be changing, we'll be adding in a row. So we'll be adding details, patient details in that row. And then you choose this. So here, your Google account is connected already. So I will make a video to show you how to connect your Google account to your n8n. And then sheets within document, this is fine. And then operation, append, okay, this is fine as well. Okay, document, so which document we want to use? Let's use this Slimeline Dental Clinic. You see this now, document is here, the document that you created. The moment you create this document and then you refresh and then you save, it will appear if your n8n is connected to your Google account. So let's choose this. And then sheets, it will be sheet 1 obviously, because you can see here there's only one, sheet 1. Okay, let's go back. So as you can see here, the moment I chose this sheet, so it's say map each column manually, so it shows everything in that sheet, you see. So it patient's full name, contact number, preferred date and time, reason for the visits, exactly as it is on this page. And then we go back, and what we need to do now, leave this, and then because now we need to connect your ElevenLabs and your n8n. So let me just add this here. You just click this button and then you say webhook, Now you're choosing respond to webhook, you're no longer choosing the trigger, so that this will send information back to n8n. So just leave it as it is. Okay, so let's go back to your ElevenLabs now. Okay, I'll do this. Okay, let me do this. Okay. Okay. So we are here. What's going on here? Okay, let me just close this. Okay, so I will be testing this AI agent now. So let me execute the workflow. So this AI agent now is listening. Sorry. This AI agent now is listening here. So I want to see if we will be able, as you can see, listening to from the webhook. So let me just test now. Okay, let me phone this AI agent.
Hi, you are speaking to James. How can I help you?
Hi James, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. How can I assist you today?
I need to make a booking.
Of course. Could you please provide me with your full name, contact number, preferred date, and time for the appointment, and the reason for your visit?
Okay, it's Precious. The name is Precious, and then the reason for the visit, I have a toothache. What else do you want? What information do you want?
Thank you, Precious. Could you please provide your contact number and your preferred date and time for the appointment?
My contact number is 123456789, and I would like to come on a Tuesday, 8 a.m.
Your appointment has been booked for Tuesday at 8 in the morning. If you have any other questions or need further assistance, feel free to let me know.
Okay. Okay. So as you can see, this here was listening, right? As you can see here, it was listening. So let me make it a schema. So a schema will show the same information like this, and then the table will show this information, and JSON will show it like this. So I want to know, so the reason it says here problem not append row in sheets blah 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 is not executed, because when we go back to this here, so because it's green here, it means the webhook was executed, but this one wasn't executed, so they couldn't book. Why? Because we didn't fill in those details. Okay, so now what you need to do here is to go under this body. So what you need to do here is just you see the body, so full name, patient's full name. So where is the name? So the name is Precious. You just drag and drop, you drag the name. So this does not mean that it will always say Precious, but it's giving the agent like the idea. So if I add this here, like this name here, it means that the agent will give will know that whenever there's this body, it means that I need to fill in the name of this patient or client. And then we add contact number. My contact number is 123, as you can see. Here's my contact number, drag and drop. And then preferred date and time. Okay. A date, I think we're gonna have a problem here. Like it's a tiny problem. We should have So dates is here, and then let me add time and see if it's gonna work. Okay, I hope it's gonna work. Okay, let me leave a space here because it's two different. Yeah, so it's 8 a.m. Tuesday. And then reason, it's a toothache. Okay, just drag and drop. Okay, and then we execute this step now. So let's see if it's gonna work, because you see node executed successfully. So let me see. So this is ticked, this is ticked, and this is ticked. Now let us go to this here. You see, so it's patient's name, Precious, and then contact number. This is my contact number, preferred date and time, 8 a.m. on Tuesday, and then the reason for visit at this. So you'll be able to call this patient and find out if they're still coming on the 8th on Tuesday, and then you know why they're coming, to see your thingy, your dental clinic, and all that. So that's basically how we build our voice AI agent. It's very easy. Do not be intimidated by all those nodes and all those triggers and everything. It's very easy. It's a no-code platform. n8n is a no-code platform. So please do follow this channel. I'll be showing you more and more of our automations here. So for free, you just subscribe and then you like. That's all I'm asking from you.